This is a current video report on the first resurrection for this coming. The first resurrection in general goes back for 2,000 years from the time Ted was born and had a nativity on the first coming, when he was primarily then called Jesus, and his name was primarily then Jesus, and was also God. There was a huge misunderstanding and many problems with what's in the current Roman Catholic New Testament and Roman Catholic Bibles. And what we have now in the Old New Testament is almost completely Roman Catholic. And this is, Ted was not the Son of God. Ted is not, and was not, God the Son. Ted was not part of a Godhead or triune God or Trinity. Okay, Ted never changed Sabbath to Sunday. Ted never agreed that popes could be holy. Ted never agreed to all this divine and holy and sacred dilution. Ted is the only thing currently what is any shape or form or in the slightest divine and or holy and or sacred. Therefore, this is the first resurrection report. In general, Ted is saving no Roman Catholics. In general, Ted is saving no Sunday keepers. In general, Ted is saving only Seventh-day Adventist, in general, Ted is only saving ancestors of them what turn Tedding enough where he has enough for their soul. Okay? You've got to become Tedding enough, and then it's possible your ancestors, what at least you remember, will be saved. In general, he's going to hit hard the Roman Catholics, almost no matter what. In general, he's going to hit hard the Sunday keepers, almost no matter what. And he'll be extra lenient on the Seventh-day Adventists in the first resurrection if their current living and in the future become Tedding enough. Okay, there'll be a kind of a time limit where after a while he will just say, too late. You took too long to become Tedding enough, and I'm not saving any of your ancestors in the first resurrection. And there goes that light again. Therefore, the first resurrection is going to be rather lean at this point in time, and it's going to be strict enough. And some of you just don't seem to get it. How can Ted give additional to what he takes? He can't constantly give additional to what he takes. Yet on earth, during his first coming, you virtually gave him nothing. Yet on earth, during his second coming, you've virtually given him nothing. Actually, nothing to less than nothing to much worse than nothing. Therefore, how can you expect Ted to give additional to what he takes? And this coming has gone quite terribly, and the first coming went quite terribly. And how do you expect Ted to show you love and mercy and grace and leniency and forgiveness? The Teddians what are out there, many of you are too afraid or too scaredy cat or fraidy cat to even be identified as Teddian currently. You're running scared. You're too afraid. You're not doing enough. You're not doing enough for yourselves, and you're not doing enough for Ted. And you're not doing enough to start up many Teddy movements. You're not taking the risk and things like the early Christians did. You're not even showing the bravery of the early Christians and their willingness to fight and their willingness to do this to the death. Early Christians, you're not doing this, current Tedians, enough. You're not showing the bravery. You're not showing the courage. You're not showing the willingness to really fight like maniacs, to start up Tedian movements and to get this moving and to get this progressing and to get this moving forward. And then you expect, eternal life, living forever, immortality. In almost all cases, you're going to be getting maximum arrange the next life. And this is, maximum of 700 years. And it could be 300 years. Could be only 100 years. Some of you may get grown old curse again. It may not be that you're young for your entire life. Offspring are going to be limited. Some of them may have grown old curse. The bottom line is, Ted has learned from humans. They seem to, as they get older and grown old curse starts to manifest, get additionally religious. Many of them do. They get additionally, increasingly serious about life and about God. Therefore, this is what Ted wants to say. This is my video for now. I'm getting interrupted. I have to quit.